Hi, it's Michael with you for a recap of the Browns and Cowboys Week 4 matchup this past Sunday in Arlington, Texas. Myles Garrett of Cleveland made a big play on the initial series of the game, taking down Dallas quarterback Dak Prescott on the second play from scrimmage, effectively ending the drive. The Browns looked sharp on their first offensive possession as they started out on their own 31. Nick Chubb ran the ball for 21 after Baker Mayfield unsuccessfully threw to Austin Hooper. He went right back to him for an 11-yard completion. Then on a trick play, Jarvis Landry was the quarterback, and his left-handed throw landed in the arms of Odell Beckham Jr. for a 31-yard strike. Cody Parkey's point after made it 7-0, not 3 minutes elapsed on the first quarter clock. Dallas showed that their offense was explosive too. Short passes completed for big yardage by Dalton Schultz and Ezekiel Elliott put them on the plus side of the field at the Browns' 42. Olivier Vernon had a tackle for loss on the former Ohio State running back, but on the fifth play of the drive, Prescott found CeeDee Lamb all alone for a game-tying touchdown. Greg Zuerlein slotted in the extra point to even the score with just under 10 left of the first 15 minutes. After Chubb lost 2 yards, Harrison Bryant got involved by reeling in a 16-yard pass out to the Cleveland 37. Nick gained 9 and then earned his team a fresh set of downs 2 plays later for a short run. The drive would stall, and as it turned out, they would punt for the only time in the first 30 minutes of action. The Cowboys began their third series 84 yards away. They would methodically march down the field as Lamb, Noah Brown, and Amari Cooper each had a big hand in doing so. Cooper hauled in a 20-yard score, which gave the home team their first lead on the afternoon. Cleveland did not flinch as they got the ball back with more than 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Beckham ran the ball for 23 yards after a touchback. A holding penalty on Donovan Peoples-Jones negated a 12-yard carry by Nick Chubb. Unfortunately, the next play, the Georgia running back got hurt as Mayfield threw incomplete to Landry, which also resulted in an offensive holding infraction by Wyatt Teller. Hooper picked up some of the penalty yardage back, but this time Jalen Smith got a hold of his face mask, creating first down outside the Dallas 40. The second quarter would commence after a Kareem Hunt gain of 8 and Odell catch of 16, which put the Browns in the red zone. 3 plays later, Baker went to Jarvis for 10 on 3rd and 6. Mayfield went back to Beckham in the end zone to get the game back level. On Dallas's next possession, Elliott got 3 carries to set up a first down at the 38. Garrett was once again able to get the better of Prescott by creating a sack fumble. Vernon came up with the football at the 34 to create a short field. Beckham caught an 11-yard pass, then Hunt received the handoff on the next 2 plays of 10 and 12 respectively. From the 1, Mayfield threw to Hooper for the go-ahead touchdown and a 21-14 advantage. The Cowboys looked to respond as Ezekiel ran for 24, but Andrew Sendejo forced a fumble, and this time Vincent Taylor came up with the recovery at the Cleveland 49. With the absence of Chubb, Dearness Johnson stepped into the role quite nicely. He burst for 28 with 9 minutes left before halftime. Following 2 incompletions, Mayfield hit Landry for 11. Dontrell Hilliard found space on the right side to the 2, and Hunt did the rest, and the margin was 14. Though Dak hit Michael Gallup for 1 first down, the Browns forced a false start and a punt soon afterward. Cleveland saw the ball with 3:53 remaining, 90 yards from the end zone, and they utilized the clock very well. 3 straight totes of the ball by Johnson brought it out to the 32 at the 2-minute warning. 3 snaps after that, Landry was the go-to guy on 3rd and 8. Beckham and Cooper helped move the ball past the Cowboys' 45 with half a minute remaining. Connections to Harrison Bryant and Jarvis helped get Cleveland in field goal range. Parkey converted from 37 as time expired for a 17-point halftime lead. The Browns were able to double up, meaning they had the ball last, leaving little to no time left in the first half, and scored, then received the ball to start play in the third to do likewise. It is an important phase which can swing a game one way or another. Peoples-Jones had a good kick return which commenced the second half. The first play from scrimmage was at the Browns' 30. After Kareem found room on the left side for 6, Baker went to Harrison for a gain of 14. A Beckham illegal block above the waist created 1st and 20, but his former LSU teammate Jarvis Landry got the penalty yardage back plus 1 more yard. Then on 2nd and 9, Baker ran out of bounds just shy of the marker, but a personal foul added 15 to the play. Hilliard ran for 9 and 3 to the 14. Hunt rewarded his team with another 6 points with the final 14 yards and the extra point, getting the scoreline to 38 to 14 just over 4 minutes elapsed since the interval. Both sides punted the football. Then the Cowboys were facing a 4th and 3 at the Cleveland 33. Jacob Phillips was in coverage as Prescott was incomplete to Lamb with just under 5.5 minutes left in quarter 3. The Browns used up more clock, took advantage of another personal foul penalty from the opposition. Hunt helped get one first down, and as a result, Parkey added 3 more from 44 yards away, and with less than a minute left in the period, it was a 4-possession game. It is a common tactic with a multi-possession lead for teams to play a prevent defense. The goal is to keep the trailing team inbounds and have to use up time trying to come back, not allowing a big 50-yard pass play over the top, getting behind the secondary. The criticism of it is certainly valid. Why get away from what has worked leading up to it? But with a big lead, Cleveland had that luxury, but they would soon find out that not enough time was used by Dallas, and everything was coming easy for them. The home team got the ball back with 34 seconds left at the Cowboys' 23. Cooper and Elliott got 10 and 11 yards to close the quarter. After one incompletion, the duo then combined for 27 yards on 2 plays. Noah Brown caught passes of 18 and 7. 4 plays later, Tony Pollard went up the middle from 4 yards out. Prescott then found Elliott for the 2-point conversion with less than 12.5 minutes left in regulation. The Browns did net 1 first down as Hilliard and Johnson shared the rock for 5 plays from scrimmage. It did take off 4 minutes off of the game clock, but 16, 11, and 12-yard pass plays from Dak to Pollard, Cooper, and Blake Bell, respectively, helped get Dallas quickly inside Cleveland territory. The drive was capped off by Dalton Schultz's 26-yard catch and run. Prescott then ran the ball in for another conversion, making the score 41 to 30 with a tick over 6.5 minutes left. Dallas elected to kick the ball deep, and the ball went for a touchback, and the Cowboys would use their timeouts defensively, knowing that a stop and score, if all done properly in that sequence north of the 2-minute warning, would force Cleveland to have to get first downs if they wanted to run out the clock for the victory. So Mayfield took a sack on 2nd down, and then he threw incomplete to Beckham, so the latter play allowed the Cowboys to save their final timeout. Cleveland ended up using about a half minute, which included the punt following the 3 and out. Dallas did in fact move the ball with alacrity once again. Cedric Wilson picked up a dozen on first down. Then after Ezekiel Elliott gained 5, Sheldon Richardson was hurt on the play. Schultz then caught a pass and got out of bounds to stop the clock at the Browns' 49. Then after an incompletion, Cooper and Pollard got 9 and 8 yards on the next 2 plays. Cooper found space in the middle for 16. Then on 2nd and 10 from the 16 of Cleveland, Prescott ran to the 5 for a goal-to-go situation. 2 plays after that, Lamb was the recipient in the end zone with under 4 minutes left. It is not every day that 3 2-point conversions are successfully converted by one team, but Dallas, to their credit, did so. Cooper ran it in, making it 24 unanswered points. Dontrell Hilliard, on the ensuing kickoff, ran the ball back to midfield with 3:37 left on the clock. And then the key play happened here with Odell Beckham taking the ball, weaving around defenders, scampering for a touchdown to finally restore order to the visitors. And though the extra point was blocked, the Cowboys tried to successfully field the ball, but again, without success. And so Stephen Carlson was in position to pick it up. He recovered it in the end zone. It went for a 2-point conversion. The play was reviewed, and it did count. So 49 to 38, still 1 timeout left for Dallas and the 2-minute warning. So they tried to score quickly, once again using intermediate pass plays to get down to the 8-yard line of Cleveland with 1:42 left. But thankfully, Denzel Ward, the former Ohio State Buckeye, stepped in and came up with the goods. He intercepted Dak at the 4, and then Dearness Johnson ran for 8 and 4 yards on the next 2 plays for Cleveland. So that allowed the Browns to run out the clock. They entered victory formation with two kneel downs. So, final score 49 to 38. Cleveland in a wild game, that's for sure. It was their third straight win, and through 4 weeks of action for most of the teams, the Steelers are 3-0. The Ravens and Browns sit at 3-1, and the Bengals are 1-2-1. So this upcoming Sunday, regarding the AFC North Division, the Browns host the Colts at 3:25 p.m. Central. The other games take place at just after 12. Cincinnati is in Baltimore, while Pittsburgh, who had their game in Nashville postponed last week, is scheduled to host Philadelphia. So you can follow the North Texas Browns backers on Facebook. Type those words in the search box, and videos and previous entries of these clips can be found by typing in Michael Balesta Roman numeral 2 on YouTube, and I am on Twitter and Instagram at MJBOLESTA2, as in the number 2. The website for the text format of this blog is at http://www.mjbalesta2.wordpress.com. All right, thank you very much for watching. May God bless you, and have a safe and blessed week.